Like, what is that? Online, online, online. Everybody say I'm online. Where we at, yo? I'm trying to figure out. There it is. All right, man. So just want to give an update. Got some more updates. I don't know if what I needed to do. Just want to give some updates. So cut this fan down on y'all, man. I'm trying to figure out. There it is. All right, man. So just want to give an update. Bam. I'm back on. Let's do it. Gotta cut my fan down. Trying to give you cats some updates on a couple of things, man. It's crazy because earlier today we might have said something a little too soon. I heard Current High School, so a lot of my parents, I want you guys to be excited. Current High School, where's she at? Let me put Let Them Play in here or whatever it's called. Yeah, I told you I was gonna give you a update. Lori, she's probably in class. Ja, what? Jay. Ja. Yeah, man. So the great state of California has decided to let these kids play. I talked to you guys earlier today. I wanted people to know, what's up, baby? Oh, we need that fade with St. Bernard's. Hey, so in the Current High School district, I heard they're going to allow them to play. There are going to be some teams that opt out. I just got off the phone and it was a really good call. They're not going to probably allow Garces to play. They're going to play their own districts. So you probably won't see Garces BHS, Garces Liberty. You'll just see the teams within the area play the 5 games. So, which is not, hey, if it's about the kids, I don't care how they do it. Let the kids play. So, don't want to give wrong information, but I'm getting, man, we want it. Forget it. Can we play y'all JVs? So we want to be able to make sure that all the kids are going to get an opportunity. Also, there's some mixed emotions out there. I like today on this part of this segment to hear what those mixed emotions are. I've heard all these people say, "Man, we want to play," and I just got off the phone with somebody, and they were like, "Man, we don't want to play." Like now, they're like, "What's the use of playing?" Like, so I like to hear somebody, somebody else's take on the rules and how this is going to go. So I want to say again, I've just heard Kern County is going to play. Kern High School District kids will get to play within their own district. They'll try to pick up 5 games. It'll be pretty good to have a local thing going on. Of course, you leave Garces out of it and BCHS because they're the private schools. They'll play another type of schedule. You'll always hear who has the best team because they didn't actually play each other because they, either they didn't allow it. You know what I mean? So, I think that would be. I mean, I think that's going to be, kind of funny, in the sense that people are going to do it. But I like to get some feedback from you guys. Like, I heard somebody just say, like, what's the use of playing? Because there's a lot of different rules that are going to come in play, kind of like college football. One week you can play a game, and the following week, if somebody gets it, the whole team is shut down. What are your thoughts about that? And you get a 5-game season, and all of a sudden it really doesn't become a 5-game season. It becomes a 2-game season in which you go, we did all of that to play 2 games. I mean, I am so blown away that I heard somebody even talk about that, that, You danged if you do, danged if you don't. People aren't happy if you don't play. People happy if you play. They not happy if you play, because if you play, you can't play. If somebody get it, they gonna shut the games down. It's like, man, come on, people. We've been arguing about playing, and now we at the point of, oh, I don't know if we're gonna get to play because this, that, and the other. It's like, really? Are we really, really doing this right now? Like, are we questioning after all these months that if we should play or not? You guys are killing me. That really? This is amazing. I heard somebody say, nah, no. One of my boys, good friend, he was like, I mean, what we gonna play for? We gonna go all year and then the next. I said, man, that's a topic in itself. Topic in itself. So what are your thoughts? Keith, and you ain't been on in a while. You don't get on no more? Used to be one of my, main guys. Like, you can't get on? You and Crump. Crump's job must be just killing him. They must got him working hard. Y'all cats don't get on no more. I gotta get some more. I'm gonna get back to my guest game. I mean, Corona happened. Everybody they had a lot to say. I mean, we had club quarantine. It was popping. Now I ain't got nothing to say. I want St. Bernard's JV. That's what I want. I need that fade. I want the little brother. I'm not fighting Debo. I want the little brother. Oh, you just got to Vegas. Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay. What part of Vegas? You in Vegas? What's in Vegas? Is it a battle tournament or is it Pylon tomorrow in Bullhead? We want that JV. Get that. We'll tear your JV head off with our varsity. Our freshmen want your Baldwin team. We ain't playing nobody that go to St. Bernard's. We want the Baldwin. We want everybody little. Keith, I thought Pylon was at Bullhead City. Oh, okay, it's in Bullhead. Okay, you just gonna drive to Vegas in the morning? I mean, Bullhead in the morning. That's cool. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's good, man. Praying for my nephew, Larry, Jalen, all the kids, man, playing in Pylon. Do your thing, Baron. Make sure everybody stay safe, stay sucker free. No, everybody just play and have a good time, man, and let these kids do what they need to do to get back to practice. There's some restrictions and different things that are going to happen, but I'm praying for you guys. Crump, get with me, man. I know Portland State, a couple other schools have reached out. They are in need of defensive backs right now. So we want to make sure that we do our due diligence to help our brothers, help our kids land that might be in the portal. We want to see, what they're doing, what they're not doing, what they might be doing. I talked a little bit earlier about Contra Costa Junior College. Coach O got a beautiful campus and got some opportunities up there with Coach O, who was at University of Florida, has been at Alabama, has been at all over through the SEC. He's worked at Cal with Coach Tedford. He's really a great dude. And then I got that stuff for you. So Keith, and I'll announce this right now. The Phenom Camp, we're doing invites. We pushed it back. We were doing our due diligence in making sure this announcement was going to do it. And so from my understanding, guys, March 16th will be the first, 19th will be the first game that these young men will be able to play. And it will end April 16th. So I did not want to continue to keep the combine. Me and Eric did not want to put the combine at that particular play at Bullhead on the 16th, 17th, 18th, with Friday night being the last game that they could play of this 5-game season. So we just pushed it back to April 30th because the SPE camp is going to be the 23rd in Louisiana, and I'll be in Louisiana for that. or my son will, and we still have the bullhead. We have the league going on the second season, and then the 30th we would put it there because at the same time the season would be over and we would be able to kind of get into camp season along with the June 1st date of dead period being pushed back. So it kind of pushes us into camp season. We are I am looking right now for the 21s. I haven't forgot the 21s. I think we're going to put together a NAIA schools combine. We're gonna put that combine together for one weekend. I know guys are playing right now. That is another question I had. If you have a 21, what do you do right now? I mean, 5 games into April, you know, if you are not really looking at NAIA or you're looking at just going to JC, do you just play this out, go to JC? What do you do? Really good questions have been asked to me. There are a ton of NAIA schools that are still looking for players. I will tell you again, last night on the phone with the University of Colorado, talked to Fresno, I talked to Nevada, number school. The numbers are what they are. So 21s are going to be really, 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 it's going to be really rough along with 22s. So I'm telling kids now, you have to look at that viable option of an NAIA or a Division II school and really sitting down with somebody that is going to go over that. You know, Ty, that's a good question. I mean, we have 4 kids on our team, 4 kids on our team. Zion Hall at Garces, he's going to Cal Poly. His dad told me he's playing. Lineman, we have another big kid going to Sacramento State. Another guy going to Wyoming, he's playing. And yeah, so I think, and then the other one is going to Stanford. He might be the only one that's not going to play. But they did not put out any restriction on a 21 or a signed 21 who's still here. I think that's a good question, but I think it's a question that, would you say if that kid had signed in December and was a kid that wasn't going to go to school early in January, he would have played his regular season anyway. But now it being so far after, I'm kind of with you. Like, what does this become now? You know, everybody had all the gainsayers had something to say about club football, and if it's about the 21s getting filmed, you know, why ain't they on the field and all that, blah blah blah. So if it's about the 21s, you know, like right now, or it's not about, you know, y'all just out there trying to win games. Okay, then if the 21s are there now, what are you gonna do now? You know, what are you gonna do now? D Harv just said, Pop playing, Lil D playing. So at the end of the day, he played in Winter Circle. He going to VTech. He, you know, I think a lot of it becomes these kids want to play with their friends and finish out their high school career. And I think that, you know, on their high school team, I think that's a viable and valuable thing for them to do. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think, you know, just as everybody was like, oh, well, what if he get hurt? Well, what if he got hurt in club? What if he get hurt 7-on-7? What if he get hurt coming out the house and when the palm trees come flying down in LA and smack somebody in the head? It don't matter. We always asking questions that just, like, to me don't make sense. Pop playing, Chayton gonna play, and everybody else should play, right? Like, finish it strong, go 5-0. You know what I mean? Do your best to, you know, finish it all. Shoot. That's my question. But my, you know, I think it's a good question. T, I think it would be some people saying, well, look, if that kid's going to VTech, I wish I could get D on, like, you know, like give his reason. I can't give his reason, but you know, that's my dog. You know what I mean? Yeah, like he said, practice his technique, finish with his boys. I think that becomes like the reason why a guy would want to do it. You know what I mean? Like that's That's good. Oh, Che Money already gone already. Okay. So you know what? That's great. That gives the new quarterback or the backup guy or the 22, 23 young guy, he gets 5 games in to get acclimated for, the fall and he gets to play. I mean, I think that's good. That's really good, you know? And then we see how that turns out, you know? That's a great look for the kid, you know. Say Money already getting his money in Georgia. All right, so that's good. But I would wonder. I mean, Keith, you don't hear Sierra playing. So my thing would be they play 7-on-7, they play club. Why not finish out with your high school? Why not? Where my brother Claude at? He on here? I'm wondering about the schools that are going to opt out. That's and there's a old rule in CIF called it bylaw 303. Um, Kids, if your school doesn't offer the sport, you're supposed to be able to go to a member of the CIF school and be able to play. So I'm real interested in what is going to happen in that sense. Is how many guys are going to do that? You know, is Corey Foreman going to play? He already gone too, right? He already at the school. That's crazy. Well, that's good, man. I think it's a good deal. I think these kids will get a good opportunity to play. Just know the rules. It's still going to be done by your county. You have to get down up under a certain number. Make sure, here's one that I heard, man, was really sad. The schools thought that they weren't going to play so much that they didn't send the equipment out to be certified. So if you got a high school that just didn't send the equipment because they like, we ain't playing, and now they can play, and now you can't play because your helmets ain't certified, you got to call CIF and call tell you want your tax money back. But if you didn't certify that equipment, so you could be ready for these kids, shame on you. Shame, shame, shame on you guys for not certifying that equipment for them kids. That's a bad deal, man. Yeah, oh, we ain't playing. Don't send that. No, and it is. You know what it is? It's we're not getting any gate money. We're not getting snack bar money. Why am I going to send some helmets to be certified as a school? Hey, Ty, that's what I'm saying. Some of these schools didn't even send their stuff out to get certified. So if you had 60 helmets and you got to do JV and varsity with those helmets, and 35 of those helmets were not certified, they got to go out today to Monday so you can get them back. That's sad, bro. And that's how you know that these people didn't care about sports. I don't. Garson and BCHS are going to play. We don't belong to a district, so because we don't belong to a district, um, you know, we get to pick our own games because we are. That's right. That's right, dog. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. The other thing is, I'm thinking parents are really, really. I think some people did it in youth. I think now, from now on, I think people are starting to look at it and say, you know what? I am going to buy my own equipment. They will never ever be able to hold equipment over my head again, ever again. And I will tell you right now, I would buy equipment. If I got an eighth grader, ninth grader for high school, I'm buying me a helmet and shoulder pads because there was a lot of that going on. Can't use our equipment. You can't play club. Ain't gonna do that. So yeah, nah. Buy you some equipment. Tremel, the topic is that they're going to allow these guys to play. I just kind of came back on as people that didn't get on earlier. The other part of the topic is what are they doing in Utah right now? What are y'all doing? Y'all playing spring ball? What are y'all doing? Are y'all picking out y'all new wives? Because I know y'all get like 17 wives. So are y'all going through spring ball with the new wives? Are they running drills so you can pick a new wife? Cause y'all I'm just playing T. Nah, man. We just kind of chopping it up about 21's playing. We just chopping it up about, just some different stuff, man. That's all. Um, hey, somebody asked me to talk about this on live. I wanted to really, really uh tease at Utah, man. He the only brother I know in Utah. Him and Sharif Shaw. And I tease Sharif the same way. I'm like, Sharif, you still married to the same? Yeah, Dijon, stop that. Yeah. No, I just mess with him. I know everybody in Utah. Actually, if you really know about Utah, Utah has a larger Christian population than Mormon population in the city. It's just known for Mormons, and all Mormons don't have multiple wives. So yeah. Um, well, yeah, y'all got everything normal going on anyway. Y'all don't care. Y'all got them big old wide streets in Utah because y'all had the horses and buggies so they could make U-turns. Yeah, I learned a lot in Utah when I was there. It was kind of funny. Um, but somebody asked me to ask this, man. Uh, what's going to happen when Deion Sanders leaves Jackson State in 2 years? Will people still have the same mindset to go to school and really want to go with that to those schools like that? And then what happens right now? So again, there's more people on here, so I'm going to ask that question. um I'm going to ask this question again. How many of you guys think that you'll make it through the 5 games that they give you? Because they're saying if one kid gets it, yeah, Deion will be at Florida State in 2 years. If one kid gets it, they're shutting the whole team down. So if you play Friday night and Monday you have a case, so I know the colleges were lying, and they were doing everything they could. Schools don't have Nick Saban money to where you can get it on Monday and then get a test Wednesday and be like, nah, he good, he's coaching Saturday. Like, how are we gonna get through these 5 games? What's gonna make these 5 games us able to get through them? Because you got people at the school, not around the kids, wearing masks, doing everything right. They got one of these right here. They got one of these big old things of wipes like me. We wipe doing it all, and they still getting it. How are you going? How is that going to happen? Help me understand how that's going to happen. I'm really trying to understand. You know what I mean? Uh, help me understand, man. I mean, do you think everybody's gonna get through 5 games? Here's one. Hey, Rocha, my phone rings. It's amazing. Hey, Rocha, Bob.
Deshaun and Jernigan and the spirit of Troy.
Man, don't start that. I'm on live. You on live. So check this out, brother.
Am I really?
Yeah. So well, I'm talking to you. So I heard Kern High School's gonna play, man.
No. Just playing. No. I am waiting to hear from our AD. She's in a meeting right now with the ADs and Green.
And I heard they're gonna play, but Garces and BCHS won't. They're gonna play district only. So is that what you're hearing?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything yet.
Well, I need you to get back with me, man, because I need to I gotta do it first. You know what I mean?
Are you live? Are you really live?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, okay. I was calling you in regards to some questions that I had for you, but I'll have some info here in a little bit.
Well, I'll call you when I come off live because I know you're starting to sound like the CIA and you don't want everybody to know that you're on live. So I'll call you back.
All right.
Yep. So they're gonna play. Ed Smith, what you say, Ed? You got to pray about it. Are you not gonna do it, Ed? I mean, are you just like, no, I'm not gonna let my guy do it? I mean, I'd like to know, like, how many parents are gonna just go ahead and say, hey, my guy's gonna play. how many games do you think we're gonna get in though? That's what I want to know. I mean, how many games you think we're gonna get? You think we're gonna get them in? All 5? What are you thinking? I don't know, man. I like to see. Everybody will not play. That's what I was trying to tell everybody earlier today. Like everybody's not gonna play because they're not gonna. L said 2. L said 2. L said we only playing. That's what I was trying to tell everybody earlier today. L said only 2. 2 games are gonna be played. He said I got to pray about it. Okay, all right. LZ said 2 games. Y'all gonna get 2 in. LZ, will it be like the first game and then the last game, and then like how's it gonna go? But like it's crazy. LZ, you got a 21, right? Is he gonna play? Have you heard from his school? Is Peninsula gonna play? Is he? Which I can bring you on. You probably at work, but are they gonna play? And that's cool. Like Ed said, he played club, so we're gonna try. He said we're gonna play. Okay, he said first and second. LZ, is he gonna play? So he gonna play. There you go. Let him play. He's a 21. Gonna play. Dude, NAIA schools can sign all the way into June. D1s after. So what's here's the good thing. A Division I school, my son and them, they're going to spring ball March. So at the same time we're playing, they're gonna be in spring ball. Here's what happens, and you hate it. I don't want any of them to happen. And then 1AAs are going to play. My older son has a game next week at UC Davis. And then spring ball is going to start March 1st for University of Nevada. And what you're going to have is you're going to have guys go down in the spring. And so that's going to open up stuff. So the timing of this, I mean, you can look at it from a really good perspective. So for 21, there's going to be some guys that go down in the spring. There's some guys that have been slacking in the classroom right now. Some JC guys that need to get their grades, and because they're online, they're not going to do. So there's going to be some scholarship opportunities and some things that open up. And right now might be a good time. So for guys to be able to get those 5 games in or 3 games in with some film with their teams, some things could change. There's still going to be some guys in the portal, but you might be able to still say, hey, this guy is still here. They've extended signing day to the end of April. They've extended dead period to the beginning of June. So in here, there's some opportunities, but you still have to be realistic about, where you want to go, what you want to do. Is it going to be D1? Is it going to be D2? Is it going to be, what is it going to be for you, for your kid? And that just becomes the question that everybody's going to ask. You know what I mean? Like, what is it going to be? So that's the important part of this whole thing. So I tell you, yeah, I tell you, there's going to be some opportunities to play. 21 shouldn't be out, but you should be still looking at D2 NAIA opportunities. And then if you're going to go to JC, look at some real good JC schools, right? 22s, I would tell you, entertain and talk to everybody you can. You don't know where you're going to fall in love with school, fall in love with the area, the surroundings, fall in love with the academics, fall in love with the history of the program and the alumni and the people that come out of there, and do that, because when you do that, that's how it's gonna go. So right now in my school, I asked that question. We had a meeting earlier. How many? They said parents only, but they're talking about, and this is what I talked about earlier. This is a great time, man, for somebody to start a business at your school. If you're at a private school and they're not streaming and they're not going to allow hey, man, go to the district and say, man, I got streaming equipment. I can do a streaming package. You can still make money off the gate. We did this earlier today. I'll tell you right now, if you do a streaming package, you get a streaming thing going with 2 schools. You still can make money at $1.99 all the way up to $2.99 per game. And people pay $5 to get in the game. So how much would you stream a game for? You say $3.99, you can sit in your living room, you can have instant replay, commercials, ads that are still going to help the school make money, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. So you get $3.99 streaming, and you go, you know what? You get 300 people to watch those games. You made 1,100, close to $1,200. You know, um, close to $1,200. And so once you do that, I mean, you're in a really really good situation of doing $1,200 from your streaming. Now you have that same group of people watching at halftime, buying the school's merchandise and buying and you sold ads to the local people around there that would normally put it in a catalog. Now you're bringing your school up to date with what's going on in the industry. So there's booster parents on here right now, because it seems that these school districts really need people who think outside the box. They need you guys. Yeah, like Cindy said, I'd pay $10. Well, you pay $10 to stream that game if they say you can't come. Cindy, your issue is current high school district would have to release every school so they can make their own gate money, and not the current high network. But the Centennial School would have to be able to say, hey, we're streaming all 5 of our games. You can buy the package at $50, and you'll get to see all the games. We won't have, even home, because they don't want fans. And, if you buy the $70 package, you'll get the team sweatshirt. You can sell merch and the streaming package together, and make the and make that same amount of money that you would make, or pick up some of that money you would make from the gate, because you're going to leave out food. If everybody's worried about the band and cheerleaders, they can perform at halftime. You have all these different ideas that you can actually do to help each school. So if Centennial sells their streaming package and a code, and let's say they're playing Frontier, they sell their streaming package and a code, that's the same gate money that goes here. And they're watching on 2 different networks, 2 different cameras, or they do it together and they split the proceeds, and then they do what they need to do. And you still can, what people don't really realize is that the gate money helps buy or purchase uniforms for other sports. So a lot of this is about, really building a network. Usually when you deal with like the current high school district, they have the game of the week. So there's only one game. You got to open this up to where everybody can do it. If we have just under 400,000 people in Bakersfield, and you use 18 high schools, you can get 300 people from each school, 600 people to go into a live stream at, you say $10. I mean, hey, you just made six grand for the school, which at the end of the day, they weren't making that. They weren't making that when they just told everybody that, they're not going to have fans. So that's $6,000 in streaming revenue. We don't know how many people are going to buy a sweatshirt, t-shirt, merchandise. You're going to lead them to a link. They're going to buy for their school, support their school program. This is going to help them again make up some of that money. And then, hey, you still, what we are in March, I think, homecoming, all that stuff is over with, but I don't know if you can come up with still another senior night, and you can stream that, and you can give these seniors some stuff on campus at the football game. You can do some little halftime stuff with the cheerleaders, the dance squads, where people want to, I'm not there to see my daughter. She performs at halftime. I'm going to buy the stream because I want to see her. I want to see him. He plays the band, whatever. There's so many opportunities to still do what you need to do. And yeah, not to mention the donations that people would be willing to make. And then your local businesses. I mean, we here where we are, we're just getting all of these new canes and California Fishing Grill. We got all these new restaurants. You know, hey, we do a commercial through every timeout and every break, and you driving people. You're driving business there for every one of these games, and I think you can do it with each of the schools. Now, some schools are going to suffer because they don't have the people behind them pushing, but that happens already. So you can't do it. But I think you could take a school like Centennial, Frontier, Liberty, Stockdale, VCHSD schools, and you can really go out and you can hit these businesses. And if the team scores so many points, again, you don't have a ticket, just bring this code in the Wiener Schnitzel and get you, you know, 2 chili dogs, whatever. You know, there's so much you could do with it, man, and bring this thing all the way back to where people feel like, okay, this is going to be the new way. And I would tell you, if you don't have streaming at your high school, you ain't trying to make money anyway, because everybody don't want to go sit out at the game. Everybody's not going to be, you know, people are going to say, I don't want to be around people with COVID. How many family members out of state could you give that code to help? Hey, you know, how many family members in other places that say, I got a smart TV, I want to watch my cousin, I've never seen him play. So I'll be able to see a kid play on streaming. We did it with my nephew in South Dakota. We watched him play a whole basketball season one year, every game, and then we watched some football games. So a lot of opportunities. That takes people right now when they're saying we're going to play. That takes some people right now getting a YouTube page, calling it whatever they're gonna call it, getting with the district, saying we, you know, how do we do this so we can make our own money and not, you know, I'd be interested to see, Cindy, how that would work with the school district if they would share that revenue, you know, with each of the schools, since we all care about the kids. If it's all, since, you know, that guy Dijon was doing what he was doing, he was making money. No, it's about the kids. We streamed for a reason, and coaches saw kids, and kids got filmed. So, Bobby Roach, but we good. Did you get good news?
I got a little info, you know. I don't know, I haven't talked to, but I did get a little info.
So what's the info?
It does sound like the you know, the 14 cases per 100,000.
Yeah, we're gonna be fine.
Well, right now,
Those
we're at 26.2 a day per 100,000. That's what we're dealing with right now.
well, that's from the last
And
recorded date.
and so we have to average that, I think, by March 1st, which is only a week away.
Yeah.
If that doesn't happen, then it could possibly, you know, you never know, it could possibly still get pushed back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is not official, but it's just stuff that they're discussing, or stuff that's being tossed around, and the possibility of only having freshmen and varsity.
Freshmen and
That's
varsity.
all.
Freshmen and
So freshmen and sophomores would probably play together,
uh-huh.
and obviously your juniors and seniors.
And your juniors and seniors have to play varsity together. But that's great. That's great for the area. I think anything that anybody is going to do to help with the kids is going to be great.
So
So,
I mean, I don't know. I know they're still in a meeting, so
well, get with me after the meeting. I'm still online.
I'll call you in a little while.
All right. Got some inside stuff, you know. Guys trying to get it. So they're in the meeting. They're gonna come out. We're gonna see what's going on. So get your booster people together, man. And if anybody needs help with streaming, understanding it, what they need to do, give me a call. I know some great equipment to have. I'm streaming now on 3 different channels: YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, all at the same time under Restream. But there's some other stuff you can do where if you just want to go, Huddle has some stuff. It just takes an investment from the school. They just have to say, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to make the money. And public schools have to get outside the box of the public school mindset, and do some of the things that privates are doing. And parents, I will say to you, a lot of the Bakersfield parents that I know, you got to get out of the old way of thinking that it's going back to the way it was. High school football is not Friday night, the band and the kids and it's kitty. There is a lot involved. Scholarships, money, it's too much involved for people to still be thinking that it's going to be just, hey, go play football and get your letter and the jacket and we'll see what happens. Um, it's different now. And I think putting together the right group of people to put on the field and teams on the field and kids, giving the kids the opportunity to be seen in multiple ways, whether it be streaming, whether it be at camp, whether it be whatever, is it. And then kudos to all the high school coaches. Every high school coach should be paid way more money than they should. Whether I like you or not, doesn't matter about me. I think you should be paid as much as the lowest paid coach in Texas. And those guys get paid. I mean, they get paid for just doing football. So, any of these coaches, man, that are trying to do what they need to do over this last time, I don't think the coaches should be blamed for the fact that their hands were tied by districts and a lot of different rules. Because for the most part, all these coaches wanted to see these kids prosper. For the most part, they did. They wanted to see them do it. Um, can't be mad at them for being a little bit selfish because at the end of the day, they feel like those kids belong to them. They've been with them, and to put them in the hands of other people or people that they think are non-coaches or whatever. I get the worry, but the coaches should be. It's tough, man, when you really have given your life as a teacher and a coach. So for them not to be able to coach these kids, that's been tough. That's been traumatizing to them as well. It ain't about the $5,000 stipend because they don't make no money anyway. There's some therapy for them when they get out on that field and be around those kids and smelling that grass. And there's relationships out there. So I know a lot of parents are a little down on coach, and coaches can be selfish. I don't want to play in club. I don't like them playing this, whatever. But at the end of the day, you should understand that there's a value, a sentimental value. There's a value with those guys, man, in there as well. So be easy on coach, man. All of them, even the ones I've had problems with. They mean well, for real. They mean well. Sometimes they don't do well, but they mean well, and that's true. So support them, man. Get behind them because in order for you to make these 5 games, get live streaming and get some revenue back in it because you're going to turn right around in August and have to do it again. And so this is a good 5-game trial run for everybody to be able to do some stuff and get going and then take that momentum right into the fall. And maybe you sign a fall package with some of these companies. Say, hey, we're going to give you, if you do these 5 games with us, we'll give you the next 5 games for this amount, and you won't pay for those because we're going to play 12 games and we're going to give you 2 games free. There's all kinds of stuff, man. I guess that's just a salesman in me, but I think there's a lot of ways you can do and help build your public school, private school program. I really do. So, all right. Love y'all, man. Tyler Roth, I watched that goddamn touchdown again the other day. I said, how did he stay in bounds? How did he do it? It was awesome, man. Hey, Bullhead City, second season, we're still having it. In the event that something happens through this March and you guys can't play, I told you what I said earlier. We'll leave the light on for you.